Talking about the world's most successful battle tank, so M60A3 has been updated and became M60 Phoenix. Well, how? Why? What was the reason, etc.? We will tell you all in the video, so welcome back to Alpha Tanks, you people. Let's get started without any further ado. Let's talk about its history a bit. 15,000 M60s have been manufactured and are now in use by the armed forces of 22 different nations, making it one of the most successful main battle tanks in the world. The tank's effectiveness on the battlefield has been demonstrated for over 4 decades, and it has undergone consistent development and improvement, including the addition of more sophisticated weapon control, ammunition, appliqué armor, and increasingly potent engines. During Operation Desert Storm in 1991, which took place during the Gulf Crisis, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the US all contributed main battle tanks from the M60 class. 1960 marked the beginning of the M60 tank service with the US Army. The M60A1 was produced from 1962 until 1980, during which time it received a new turret, increased armor thickness, and a new ammunition stowage mechanism. The development of the M60A2 with a new turret fitted with a 152mm gun and missile launcher was halted, and effort was directed toward the development and production of the highly successful M60A3 tank, which included improvements to the gunfire control and entered service in 1978. During this time, the M60A3 tank was also equipped with a 152mm gun and a missile launcher. Although production of the tank has been halted, the manufacturer, General Dynamics Land Systems Division, continues to offer fleet management assistance to the U.S. Army, Tank Automotive Command, as well as to user countries all over the world. The M60A3 was retired from service by the U.S. Army in 1997 and replaced by the M1 Abrams, which is the main combat tank of the third generation. As of 2010, Egypt operates approximately 1,700 modernized M60A3s, while Turkey and Israel each operate 900 and 700 units respectively. Israel also operates F-16 Fighting Falcons. M60 main battle tank upgrades. The M60 tank and the M60 armored vehicle launch bridge have both been upgraded thanks to the work of an international team of contractors who designed a new modification kit. General Dynamics Land Systems, headquartered in Sterling Heights, Michigan, Allison Transmission, headquartered in Indianapolis, and Nimda Company, headquartered in Givatayim, Israel, are all members of the team. A prototype of the 120S main battle tank, which is an M1A1 turret installed on an updated M60 chassis, has been constructed by GDLS. The 120S possesses a computerized fire control system and is armed with a 120mm M256 smoothbore cannon as its primary weapon. The integrated fire control systems, which brought the tank up to the Phoenix Level 1 standard and were installed by Raytheon on 180 M60A3 tanks owned by the Jordanian Armed Forces, were installed. The IFCS is equipped with a second-generation thermal imaging gunner sight called the Higher 2, an eye-safe laser rangefinder called the Elite 2, and a digital ballistic computer made by General Dynamics Canada. The RUAG Land Systems L50 120mm smoothbore compact tank gun is also being installed on the MBTs as part of the outfitting process. To improve the MBT's mobility, survivability, and destructive potential, Leonardo came up with an upgrade solution. The upgrades consist of a brand new main gun, upgraded power systems and fire control systems, as well as improved protection systems. Weapons for the M60 tank. The 105mm M68 rifled gun is the primary weapon, and it has 63 rounds of ammo. The cannon has been completely stabilized along both the elevation and traverse axes, and it also has a thermal sleeve attached to it. The gunner and the commander both can fire the weapon and choose the sort of ammo that will be used. The machine gun with a 7.62mm caliber M240 is the coaxial weapon. The tank is equipped with 2 different smoke-generating systems, one of which is an engine exhaust smoke system that sprays gasoline into the exhaust manifold, and the other of which is 2 6-barreled smoke grenade launchers that are mounted on either side of the turret. The M21 fire control computer inside the tank can recognize the type of ammunition that is currently being used. The gunner is responsible for providing the data that is used to determine the air temperature and pressure. Additional input data is collected from a variety of sensors, including the cant, crosswind, and inertial tracking rates from the cannon stabilization unit. The target range is obtained through the laser rangefinder. This makes it possible for the tank to maintain precise engagement against moving targets even as it is moving. At a speed of 2,400 revolutions per minute, the air-cooled diesel engine with 12 cylinders and Continental's AVDS 1792C designation produces 750 horsepower. The M60A3 tank is capable of reaching up to 30 miles per hour on the road and a maximum cross-country speed of 10 to 12 miles per hour. The maximum range while cruising is 312 miles. The vehicle can navigate inclines of up to 60%. M60A3 hull casting takes place for the ballistic-shaped turret, while casting and welding are used for the hull. Both a fire detection and an extinguishing system that uses halon gas are made available to the crew as safety precautions. Additionally, the crew is protected from nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare. Mine clearance systems designated as M60. Mine-clearing devices have been installed on M60 tanks so that they can be used both during times of active conflict and thereafter, during periods of de-escalation of hostilities, to reclaim ground so that it can be used safely. The magnetic signature device known as the Demeter is housed within the Pearson Engineer mine plow. Its purpose is to detonate magnetically influenced anti-tank mines located in front of and to the side of the vehicle. The cleared safe lane is indicated by the Pearson Pathfinder minefield marking system, which is located on both sides of the M60 tank's rear. Talking about the updated version, the M60A3 main battle tank received an upgrade in the form of the M60 Phoenix in Jordan. The King Abdullah II Design and Development Bureau was the one who came up with the idea for it. The year 2004 marked the debut of this particular tank. Due to its inferior weaponry and inadequate protection, the aging M60A3 tank is not a significant danger to the newer main battle tanks. The M60 Phoenix is a modular modification package that is both cost-effective and increases a weapon's lethality as well as its mobility and survivability. According to reports, a total of 182 Jordanian M60A3 tanks were modified to meet the requirements of the Phoenix standard. The Jordanian M60 Phoenix is the main battle tank that is designed to mimic the Israeli Sabra, which is an updated version of the M60A3. The M60 Phoenix now has much better armor protection thanks to the upgrades. Armor upgrades in the form of add-on packages were installed on both the hull and the turret. The installation of explosive reactive armor is a component of the Level 3-4 upgrade package. This MBT has been outfitted with smoke grenade dischargers as well as a laser warning receiver. Additionally, the vehicle is outfitted with NBC protective devices and an automatic fire suppression system. It is important to note that the protection provided by the M60 Phoenix can be rearranged by the requirements of the mission. A fully stabilized smoothbore gun measuring 120mm L50 was installed in place of a 105mm rifled gun by the Swiss company Ruag CTG. It is compatible with all NATO standard ammunition for the 120mm tank caliber. Notably, the Jordanian M60 Phoenix packs a greater punch than other upgunned M60s, which utilize 120mm L44 cannons as their primary armament. Both the firepower and the lethality have seen substantial improvements. In contrast to its predecessor, the M60A3, which was incapable of effectively engaging targets while moving, the Phoenix can fire correctly while moving. The new cannon features a load assistance system as part of its design. It is asserted that the maximum rate of fire of the M60 Phoenix has been increased to between 6 and 10 rounds per minute. A coaxial 7.62mm machine gun makes up the secondary armament of this vehicle. The commander's cupola is also home to a powerful machine gun measuring 12.7mm in caliber. The integrated digital fire control system developed by Raytheon can be found inside the M60 Phoenix. In comparison to its predecessor, it has a higher possibility of scoring a hit in the first round. Additionally, a digital data bus has been installed in Phoenix. The crew of the M60 Phoenix consists of 4 individuals: a commander, a gunner, a loader, and a driver. This tank is propelled by a diesel engine manufactured by General Dynamics that produces 950 horsepower. When compared to the M60A3, it exhibits better performance both in terms of acceleration and over rough terrain. In addition, an enhanced hydropneumatic suspension system made it possible to bring the total weight of the M60 Phoenix up to 62 to 63 tons without suffering a noticeable reduction in its mobility. Well, that's about it for today's video. We will be back soon with more such cool stuff. Until then, do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.